Thanks, Gladys. We're really happy to be in the Keller Williams studio today. This is Angelo and Brooke with the A-Team at Guild Mortgage, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit today about ways to improve your credit score. It goes without saying the credit score is a very important part of what we do. The better your score is, the more doors it's going to open, the more programs we can offer you, the better rate you're going to get. So it's a really critical part of what we do. So we just wanted to talk today about a few things you could do to help with that. I'm going to get us started here. The first thing we wanted to talk about is applying for new debt or watching the amount of times your credit is checked. When we pull your credit report, we could see on there any credit inquiries, any times your credit's been pulled in the last 12 months. So we're going to ask you about that, but each time you get it pulled, if you can be getting a hard inquiry on there that's affecting your score. So just be very careful. We're not saying not to get your credit pulled. If you need to buy something and open up a card somewhere, that's fine. But the amount of times you do it, you really don't want to be going into different stores to save a few dollars here and there, opening up new lines of credit, and just seeing a bunch of inquiries on there that could be dragging your score down. So just be cognizant of how many times you're getting it pulled, and you don't want to do that too much. The other thing we want to mention is paying off any past due balances. So that's another important part of what we do as far as getting your score where it needs to be and getting you in the right type of loan, because your credit is basically a snapshot. It's a picture today of how everything looks. So if you get those past due balances paid off, you're going to see a jump in your score. And again, like I said in the previous note, more things we could do for you, because we have a lot of programs, we have a lot of bells and whistles available to us, but the higher your score is, the more of those we can try to get you into and try to make sure you're getting the best possible deal, rate, product that you could qualify for.
Yeah.
So so Brooke's going to talk to you a little bit today about a few other things you could do here.
So another tip for improving your credit score, just make sure to pay all your bills on time. Keep things current, especially when you're going through the loan process. Just make sure that you're paying your bills on time, just like normal, just like you would normally. And then even just to know, even the smallest bill can make a difference. Even if you miss like a $5 Home Depot minimum payment every month, that can make just as big of a difference as if you were to miss a car payment, something bigger.
Yeah, unfortunately, we see that a lot. I mean, you're paying your car on time, you're paying all your big bills on time, but there may be a Kohl's card that's got a couple $100 balance on it that's been behind 2 or 3 times in the last year, and the payment might be $20, and it's just really having a big effect on your score. So make sure, big or small, everything is kept current.
Yep. Another tip is to fix any errors on your credit report. So you can get a copy of your credit report for free at annualcreditreport.com. Every 12 months, you can get a free copy from each credit reporting agency. So just when you get that, scan it for any errors that you see. Oftentimes we see duplicates of different things that are reporting. So just make sure that there's no errors affecting your score. Lastly, avoid any large purchases on credit cards. So one of the big things that does affect your credit score is making sure that your balances are kept lower. So if you're maxing out all your credit cards, try to not do that, because that can have a big effect on your score.
Yeah, and just as a quick example on that, just to use some real numbers, you have a credit card, it's got a $1,500 limit. You really want to keep the balance under $500. You want to be under like a third of your utilization. You want to keep a small balance on there because it shows you're managing your debt, you're paying your payment on time, but you really want to keep the balance under a third. We see a lot of people paying them on time every month, but the limit is $1,500 and the balance is $1,400, and it's dragging that score down even though it's paid on time. So just please be aware of how much of your balance you're using, and that'll have a big effect on your score.
Yeah, exactly. And just to wrap it up here, the higher your score, the more programs you can qualify for, the better your application looks for a loan. So just make sure to keep working on your credit score and keep improving it. If you want to learn more or have any questions for us at all, our link is in the description below. So please go there and reach out to us for anything. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.
Thank you.